Already know how to hold a kitten? No kitten for you then. Okay, real quick. This was originally posted on MC but mods said it didn't fit and removed it. Some of you Redditors suggested it would better be placed in Petty Revenge instead, so here we are. Now with cat tax included. Bit of a background here. I'm currently fostering some tiny kittens that require bottle feeding every 4 to 6 hours. Not my first foster litter and definitely not my last. So far, they've been very nice, cute kittens that purr. Our work has a lax policy about bringing pets, so I've been bringing these guys with me since, you know, they need frequent feeding. Sometimes when a client comes in, I'll hand them a kitten while they wait, especially if they have a family with children with them. The kids are thrilled, the parents take photos of the kids oohing and awing over the fuzzy animals and the kittens enjoy the attention. Win-win for everyone. The only thing is I know not every kids know how to hold kittens, so I'm often explaining how to do it safely and offering support. Most times, the children are just giggly with happiness and totally receptive to anything I have to say and things go well. Anyway, one evening we get this family that comes in, a mom and her 3 girls. The youngest is a toddler and passed out, the other 2 are like 7 and 10. The 10-year-old is at that stage of life where she thinks she knows everything, just real flippant answers to mom and myself. I already knew that mom, UGHH, complete with the eye rolling and scoffing. It's delightful. It's taking a while to get their stuff together, so to keep me from strangling the 10-year-old, I decide to offer a kitten. The girls seem thrilled and I snag a kitten. I go to the 10-year-old first, much to the 7-year-old's dismay, and start to hand over the kitten to the older girl, going into my spiel. Okay, you want to make sure you're supporting the whole body. 10-year-old rolls her eyes at me. Yeah, I've held hundreds of kittens before, it's not new to me. I pause briefly and think, really, BTCH? I'm about to hand you this adorable kitten when you literally had nothing to do before this and you want try this with me? An evil idea penetrates my skull and I act fast. I snatch that kitten back before she can so much as brush its fur with her fingertips and plaster the most sickly sweet smile on my face. Oh, you have? Well, this would probably be very boring for you then. Let's just go ahead and give him to your sister. And I proceed to hand the kitten over to the 7-year-old, who is just vibrating with excitement. I'm making sure to keep a hand on the kitten's body so I can guide the kid through holding the kitten as I continue with, I don't think I've even held 50 kittens, much less hundreds. This kitten is so soft, but I'm sure you've seen softer. That's a lie, about how many kittens I've touched, I mean. That kitten was incredibly soft. It's got blue eyes. The 7-year-old yells to mom. 10-year-old looks FC King devastated but can't do anything except sulk because after all, she's held hundreds of kittens. Needless to say, she left our office without so much as touching a pinky to that very purring kitten. Edit. I had to rescind the cat tax because one of you is a monster. Got a message directly to my personal email about how I didn't deserve to foster and how my uterus should be cut out of my body so I can't reproduce because I jokingly thought the word "b" about a kid with an attitude. I still would have probably left the cat tax up, but you talked about tracking me down and taking my foster kittens away, and honestly, I don't really need to worry about that while trying to wean these fluffy monsters. If you want the photos, PM me, otherwise they're off. Sorry guys. Feel free to downvote me for this if you want. Posted on an Ask Reddit, what's your worst roommate story, was told to post here as well. Both 19. Both worked in the same industry at the time but for different companies. Friday night he threw a party. I had to work the next morning and he didn't. No big deal, 19-year-old's party. Around midnight the party was winding down and I was in bed. All of a sudden I hear a dirt bike kick off and start doing burnouts in our kitchen. My dumb ass roommate pulled his dirt bike into the kitchen and was power braking the F out of the linoleum. This was a little 2-bedroom house and we shared a driveway with our landlord. Nothing I could do about it at the time. I figured if I said or did anything it would probably end in a fist fight and I had to be up in 4 hours. Woke up sometime later and everybody was gone including my roommate. Dirt bike is still parked in the kitchen. I pissed in the gas tank and went to work for 9 hours. Came home from work and he had it partially apart in the garage and was working on it. I asked him what was wrong with it and he said, I don't know, it's acting like it has water in the fuel tank. I still laugh about it sometimes almost 20 years later. Thanks for watching and don't forget to give a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Have a good one.